Hey there folks, thanks for joining me. I am at Marine Park in Fairhaven, Washington. It is about a 8-mile, 12-minute drive from my place of work to this beautiful park, and there was 0 interventions on the drive. There is a whole bunch of weird intersections though, and lots of lefts. So please join me on this drive as I head to Marine Park in Fairhaven, Washington, and just check out how Amos does 0 interventions, 1 encouragement. And check out this view. Man, what a beautiful spot to be. So you have a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the flip side, and thanks for checking out my videos. Hey there folks, thanks for joining me. I am heading home, and I thought I would bring you a really cool drive. So I'm going to Marine Park in Fairhaven. It's about a 5-mile, 12-minute drive, and we're going to use FSD. So the first thing I want you to realize, this intersection directly in front of us is weird. There's a stop sign, there's oncoming traffic from both directions, and then we got to kind of dogleg around. So first kind of challenge for Amos, and then it'll move immediately into a left-hand turn. So very nicely done. So this drive should have a variety of left-hand turns, some narrow streets, traffic, pedestrians, and then a beautiful view at the end. So thank you for joining me. I'd love it if you'd stick it out, and we'll see how things go. No traffic coming. Amos is creeping. Wonderfully well done left turn. I will not lie. Left turns, shit, all turns can be a struggle for FSD. But again, I'm seeing improvements with every update, and I'm trying to bring those and show those to you. So that was awesome. Hopefully the sound isn't too echoey. I'm just going with a mic on the GoPro today and not a lapel mic. So we're going to go ahead and bump our speed up so that we are following kind of the same as the traffic. And let's go ahead and look at our route real quick. So we can see we're headed right down to the water. In fact, we're going to go to the Alaska ferry terminal. So you could say that we're using Tesla full self-driving to get ourselves to Alaska. So that's our route. Let's see how the car does. We've got 4.2 miles and about 12 minutes to go. So far, so good. Saw the little Ego move out of the way for the parked cars. We're going to continue to watch and see if it does that. Yep, it's doing it again. Moving itself out of the way so it doesn't hit anything. Remember its mantra, do not hit anything. Really appreciate all of you that hit that subscribe and the like on my last video at Chucking It Drive. Ooh, that was a little weird. The car kind of moved around in the lane a little bit, but that's okay. We're still doing all right. I'm going to dial our speed down just a touch. Really appreciate the subscribes. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm assuming you did because you subscribed. And
still playing hard to get, eh?
No, hard to please.
Yeah, just be on the lookout for more. We are hoping to go up to Point Roberts, which is a part of Whatcom County, Washington State, but you have to actually go through Canada to get there. So we're going to go to Point Roberts hopefully this weekend. Check out Tawasin, check out some of the charging, and bring you a video on that. Alright, so we're going to have a right-hand turn coming up, and then a left, and this is a hard left. It's a weird left. You can't really see very well because of, oh, that's a little weird, but appropriate. You can't really see what's coming because there's a barrier in the way. We have to cross railroad tracks, so I think I'll probably have to intervene up here. But we're going to find out. Okay, car saw those pedestrians and slowed down. Nicely done. Now we're approaching our right-hand turn. Alright. Okay, car did good there. Now we've got to stop, railroad tracks, and traffic coming from both directions. So it's a weird intersection, and I'm not quite sure how the car is going to do. So we're creeping forward. Okay, and I'm goosing it. Okay, so it did all of that by itself. I gave it 1 goose. That was weird. I'm not gonna lie. A little nerve-wracking. But it accomplished it with a little encouragement. So I'm not gonna say that it did it perfectly, but I do think it's learning. Okay, good. Pinched its brakes. Was worried this person was gonna pop into our lane. Whew. My heart's beating a little bit. Going through crowded downtown is not my favorite thing. All right. Next, we're approaching a turn, and we've got these weird bike lanes. So we've got bike lanes on our right. The car is recognizing them, not intruding on them, but we'll have to cross them to get in this turn lane up here to go right. And let's see if it does it. Nope, I had to take over and get it to cross over. I will tell you, last time it did that successfully. So we're re-engaged, and we've got a red light now. So we're going to see what the car does. Okay, good, we're creeping forward. We do have pedestrians wanting to probably use the crosswalk, but you know what? I guess they're just gonna have to go around. Amos said, the hell with it. Okay, he's sitting here, he's waiting. We can see his blue creep bar where he wants to put himself. And I feel terrible because I'm blocking this crosswalk. So we can choke that up to not the greatest thing in the world. Okay, we got a green light and we're going. Nicely executed. It missed the bike lanes. There are more bike lanes here on the right, and it didn't go into them. So it's a little herky-jerky, but so far, no interventions, just some encouragement. I am pretty encouraged by that. So, see the door open and the person getting out of the vehicle. Very cool. And the lane markings. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. All right. So we are just about 3 miles away from our destination, and we've got about 8 minutes to go, in case you're getting antsy. We're approaching the older section of downtown Bellingham, and then it'll transition into Fairhaven. Beautiful place if you haven't made it. They have done a really good job of renovating Bellingham's downtown district. It used to be just terrible, but now it's quite nice. So we're going to approach a roundabout right here. Let's see how the car does. Okay, it's yielding for traffic. Good, it saw that Honda approaching and stopped. And now it's going. It was a little hesitant there, but now we're going. Oh, great job. Very well done. Alright, we're going to goose our speed up again, just a hair. Car will do it for us. There we go. Adjust it up to 40. I've got I think it's a 10% over or 15% over set, just because my speedometer isn't quite right. It's about 2 to 3 miles off. How can you check that? Well, get Waze. It's a great map or app, crowdsourced maps and traffic, and Waze has a GPS speed indicated on it, so you can get your comparison between your speedometer and the GPS speed on Waze. That's kind of how I tell. Beautiful spot through here. We back there past what was formerly the Georgia Pacific pulp and paper mill. So Bellingham used to be a big pulp and paper town. You'd get lots of your toilet paper and writing paper and paper towels and whatnot from Bellingham. But that's been shut down now for, oh boy, almost 2 decades. Paper is an expensive industry, and it's moving overseas more and more, unfortunately. But it's a cool industry, and some of my students go into it, and I really can't encourage them enough to do it. It's a lot of neat stuff in the paper industry. Port Townsend paper we still have. That's over across the San Juans, but yeah, unfortunately, Bellingham's lost a lot of heavy industry. It's hung on to the refineries, but it's lost a cement plant, Georgia Pacific and Talco. All kinds of mills and mining, but it keeps reinventing itself. Okay, folks, so we're cruising. We got a bit of a dogleg left coming up here. So we'll see how the car manages that. So far, so good. Weird traffic intersections, at least in my opinion, through Bellingham, that section. And while it wasn't real elegant, it was not, at the same time, worthy of any interventions. I just had to give it an encouragement through a weird left-hand turn. Alright, folks, we're approaching our right, and this will be cool. We'll see some neat downtown Fairhaven as we head towards Marine Park and the Alaskan Ferry Terminal. We're going to see where you can hop a ferry and ride up to Ketchikan. Leave in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see or some routes. I'm going to try and hit up LeConner and Shelter Bay here in the near future. And then, like I said, we're going to hit up Point Roberts hopefully this weekend and go up to Tawasin. All right, so we're going to dive down here. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to slow down. Woo, that freaks me out, but this is nice and wide. Okay, so far so good. Looks like we're taking a right up here. Yeah, folks, I know FSD isn't perfect. I know a lot of people are struggling with some of it in different geographies. Perfect. Stop for that pedestrian and gave me a little warning not to hit the gas. But I tell you, this is pretty impressive. And yeah, maybe you can't do it 100% of the time, but whew, it's getting pretty dang good, folks. All right, we've got a four-way stop. We're waiting our turn. Very good. The car is letting these folks walk across. Beautiful little schnauzer and a little terrier. Isn't that cute? Now we've got a four-way stop, so it's our turn. And this guy in the motorcycle seemed to not think so, but the car ignored him. There's Dan Harris, the founder of Fairhaven. And if we remember from my other video, right, Fairhaven was incorporated into Bellingham in, I think it was 1889. Okay, we've got some pedestrians up here, and the car recognized that they weren't making up their mind and went. Very good. Very nicely done, car. So here we come through the old kind of port area of Fairhaven. It's been redone now, but it used to be a little more rough. This is where my grandpa used to come and deliver packages as a boy before he grew up into a man and became a butcher and a grocery store owner. We would head down here. This is where the Alaska Ferry Terminal is and Marine Park. Weirdly enough, there is also a cemetery down here, and we will maybe take a quick look at that. Not to be disrespectful, but because it's interesting. Pause for a beer. A dog-friendly brewery. No dog, no problem. They'll still let you come in. And on our right-hand side is the Alaskan Ferry Terminal. So if you wanted to head up Ketchikan, Alaska, this is where you would turn. And Marine Park is going to be right up here over these railroad tracks and this left. This will be an interesting left because it's got yellow barrier. The car has to navigate around them and through this gate. Nicely done. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, folks. We have made it to our destination. Zero intervention drive. Just a little bit of encouragement to get Amos to do what we wanted, but otherwise, no problems. So we've got a beautiful view of the water and the San Juans here, and I am just gonna wish you a wonderful day, say thank you for joining me, and boogie the heck on out of here. We'll catch you on the flip side. Man, look at that view. Gorgeous.